what I will do is I will throw some rapid fire questions at you,
Okay. Okay.
and you will be given some choices,
Hmm.
and you choose one of them, and maybe you can say, because choices may not be as clear. You can one to two sentences why you chose one or the other, or you'll say, no, I don't have an opinion, or just, but very quick.
Okay, I'll try to keep it quick. As you could have told during this podcast, I tend to ramble a bit, so I'll keep it quick. I
Yeah.
promise.
Okay. So out of all the models, the large language models that are out there, Llama 3.1, GPT-4 Omni, or some other model, which one would you prefer?
Wow, that's a very tough question. Because the answer is depends. The answer is depends on what task. If I'm doing a coding task or doing a summarization task or doing a business reasoning, business planning task. So I'd say depends. Can I say that? Is that, is
No,
that, is that
yeah.
is that
That's the whole point, right? So there's no clear answer, right? So
there's no one model that rules them all. Yeah.
yeah.
Depends on the task I'm doing. Yeah.
And the questions are, so the way the choices are, the reason they are asked in rapid fire, it is because the choices are hard, right? So, RAG or fine tuning or both?
Both. Both for sure. Yes, there's some use cases with which I'd say for most use cases, RAG is the right answer. But there are some use cases where you're trying to leverage not just knowledge as in information, but you're trying to leverage knowledge as in either a style of writing, a process, a different kind of engineering process, a different type of legal process. Then fine tuning will be required to teach the process. But if you're simply looking at information, RAG with in-context learning will handle 99% of the use cases. Yeah. So my answer is both. I wanted to add something very quickly on it. So see, I told you I ramble a lot, and you just couldn't keep me in the
No,
box.
I enjoy it. Please go back.
So there is one very important thing to note is it's not just fine tuning, because people will say fine tuning with a large context window. If I have a big enough context window, like my context window is 1 million tokens, meaning I can put all of my data, all of my papers that you're indexing in the context window when I ask my question, then I will get better results. Even as context windows get bigger and fine tuning gets bigger, RAG systems still have their place because there's many use cases that require the extreme low latency that a RAG system is able to do. So very quickly, we find the needles in the haystack, leveraging the vector database. And then these needles are the needles that we pass into the context window of the model. Now, if that model now was fine-tuned also on my data, then I might get better answers because